Welcome back to another Golf is Ruining My Life. On today's show, I think I've cracked bunkers. Have I, maybe? No, I don't know.
Could it be true? I've also cracked putting. So together, you combine us, we're actually a half-decent golfer, so stick about.
It's Monday, it's summer, it's Tom, it's another Tom, it's Golf is Ruining My Life, and most importantly, dear friend, it's you, the number one par pal in our hearts. Welcome back to another week of this nonsense, this absolute nonsense, this blooming game, Tom Green.
This blooming game, man. I've recently played. I played earlier today, and I had a lovely time. I want to big up someone quickly, and in a way, this is an ad because this is #gifted. So I want to be very clear. I want to be very clear about that. This is #gifted, but they haven't paid us, so we don't have to do this. But I really want to big them up because the Mo Caddy, and specifically the Mo Caddy with the remote, is a game changer, and it is.
Why do they call it the remote caddy? That's my first question.
Well,
to you.
I mean, that's such a great question, Tom. I think you should email them. That we've already got their email. Just letting them know that because I think that's brilliant. Because there was a moment today when I'm getting a bit of swag with my Mo Caddy on the remote now. So I don't know if you do this, but I send mine way ahead, like all the way up the fairway.
Oh, miles, mate. And also, I make it do skid stops. When it was raining the other day, it did some skid stops, which probably may have damaged the fairway. Apologies to the greenkeepers.
Yeah, and if it did, don't worry, because that was all a joke, and Tom made that up. I had a moment where it was so far ahead. I just had the Rory walk today as I went after it. Yeah. And I felt like a professional golfer who was 8 over. But it doesn't matter, because it felt good.
You are a professional golfer, obviously in everything apart from the way you play golf.
Yes.
But the problem is you are a professional golfer who looks a bit like you're walking from your living room to the kettle because you've got the remote control in your hand.
There is that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is the remote control in your hand. But it's very small and there is a swag. So my friend Dave was desperate to mock me for having this thing because there is an association with them being for older golfers, shall we say. And he looks at you and it's one of those things where they say, oh, hello, what's next? Elasticated waists, better go and get some bifocals, all that stuff.
Sure.
And that Dave was ready to give me all that grief. And within moments he went, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous the way you walk because the way you walk. You look so laid back. You look like a completely different golfer, and it affects the way you play the game. It really does.
Can I just say, and we are very lucky to do this show and get some of the stuff we do, right? And this is one of them. And I know they're not the cheapest things in the world, but if you are listening to this podcast, you are as addicted to this sport as we are. And recently, I've been saving. I don't have a gym membership anymore because I'm going to become fat again. So that's fine. So I've been saving money. So I've been buying the things that I've always wanted to in golf. And can I say, a lot of them live up to the expectation. I've always wanted a pair of crisp white FootJoys. How long have I mentioned this on the show that I've wanted these?
Oh, mate, absolutely. Decades. And we've only been doing the show a couple of years, but decades you've been going on about this. I think there should be some sort of Martin Lewis money-saving expert ISA, but just for golf stuff. You should be, because when you have a kid, everyone tells you to get an ISA and save for them. When you take up golf, I think you should be told, you started golf now, every month you need to put X £100 in your bank account and build up a war chest to pay for this extremely expensive habit that you now have. Give up drinking and smoking, give up driving, give up gambling, give up food, and you will now be able to afford golf. Right? Because it does come at a price, but it's such a price worth paying.
Because I think the mistake I made is that I was quite indulgent in golf balls at the start of my second life in golf. So if we roll the clock back to 2019 when I started playing again, I was obsessed by Pro V1s. I was obsessed by Vice golf balls. I bought so many of them and lost so many of them that it really put me off. Whereas now, lo and behold, I'm losing less golf balls. I'm really enjoying playing with better golf balls. It's a really nice feeling.
What I love, I remember it happened to me a couple of years ago when I got good enough that I was playing 2, 3, 4 rounds with the same ball. That had never happened to me before. It wasn't until I went single figures where I started doing that. And I was using the TP5X. And I can remember the first time that I was like, actually, I've worn this ball out. I need to get a new ball.
It's a mad, that feeling is I totally agree. There is a moment, and I had it about 2 weeks ago where you go, this ball's dead, but not because it's at the bottom of a lake. I've just hit it too much.
Yeah. It's amazing. I've got a question for you, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm going away to Cornwall. Very much looking forward to playing TREVOSE. It's such a beautiful course in North Cornwall. If you ever get the chance, go and play it. I'm going to play that twice. I'm also lucky enough to be playing Royal North Devon as well while I'm down there. So I'm going to probably play 3 or maybe 4 rounds of golf. I'm packing. Right? Now, last year we had a big discussion about how many golf clubs I should take.
Yes, we
That
did.
discussion's over. I'm taking all of them. I'm taking all 14. Forget that. I'm taking all my clubs.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not leaving half my pings behind. That's not happening. No. However, my question to you is this. How many golf balls should I take for my 4 rounds of golf? Thank you for coming to my TED inquiry. Not so much a TED talk as a TED inquiry.
So, based on what happened to me a few weeks ago, where I was halfway through a round of golf and I ran out of golf balls.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I didn't know this.
Yeah, no,
that is news to me.
Yeah. We've not spoken about it on the show. I don't know why. Ran out of golf balls. And
You ran out of balls?
Yeah. I ran out
How
of golf
many
balls.
had you lost?
I was playing...
I don't know why I find that so funny, but I find that deliriously funny.
And I was also playing with some guys that I didn't really know that well. And
it's better.
I went out only with something mad like. I went out with like 2 or 3 at the bottom of my bag.
Okay.
And I was like,
yeah, it was stupid.
I got this. Don't worry about this, baby. I got this. And I lost. I hit my. I remember standing on the 10th with my final golf ball, and I basically hooked it into some really horrible stuff. Found it, hooked it again into some really horrible stuff, lost it. So I went, guys, I'm just going to walk down, because I didn't want them to know. I was like, this is embarrassing. I was like, I'm just going to walk down this bit of the hole, trying to find some golf balls.
Just trying to find any golf balls.
Yeah, and just trying to find a golf ball. I was like, there's always some down here. I'll go and find some over here.
I've got this yellow one with, I think it's a Range. Is it Range? Is that how you say it?
Is it French?
Rangi?
Maybe French. And couldn't find one, and I had to do the, sorry miss, have you got a golf ball I can have to finish off this round of golf?
That's so funny.
Based on this experience, Tom, and based on the fact
Yes.
that I know you've got a Motor Caddy, just stick loads in.
Caddy. And also,
Doesn't matter.
Can I just say, I've also got these beautiful Wilson Staff Model X, which are the balls we took to Scotland with us, and they are absolutely delightful. They are soft. They've got high compression. I cannot recommend them enough.
How many have you got left?
Yeah, well, we got 2 boxes, didn't we?
Yeah,
so
how many
3, 6, 9, 12. I've got 12 left. I've been through half of them.
You got 12 left?
Okay,
fine.
What do you think?
Just move on now. We'll just move on to the next bit of the podcast now.
Okay, no, but hang on. I've still got the other things to say. I've got serious golf chat to have.
Yeah.
Golf ball chat to have. First of all, what's the most embarrassing thing to ask from your fellow golfer on the course, right?
Yeah.
Put them in order. This is like shag, marry, shoot. You got a spare tee?
Yeah.
Have you got any balls? Do you have a spare clean pair of pants?
Right.
Which are the most embarrassing ones? Because I would say pants ain't the most embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm It didn't feel great when I had to ask for the ball. I gotta be honest, it didn't feel great. So I probably would put that top and actually have pants lower. But Tom, just stick loads in, because it doesn't matter. This is the great thing about having a Motor Caddy, or any of these, any of them, is I just take everything out on the golf course with me now, because I've been caught short too much and gone, why am I bothering making this bag lighter? It's been 30 degrees in the UK. I've been taking my umbrella with me, because there's been moments where it'll start to rain. I go, why have I not got it with me? So just pack loads, man.
Yeah, no, it's well, you say that. However, Tom, I will not have my Motor Caddy all the way down in Cornwall, because I have to also pack my dogs, my wife, my children in that order. So the Motor Caddy ain't coming to Cornwall. However, the cottage that we're staying at, as my wife observed when she was looking it up on the map the other day, is literally just to the left, halfway down the first fairway at TREVOSE.
What?
So, yes, I can literally... In the evening, this is like.
Is this
so
allowed?
excited about this
I know where you're going with this. Are
I'm
you allowed to do where this sentence ends?
Oh, you can't walk out and just play. No, they're also, those courses are super strict on that stuff. But I can walk out, I can walk up to the clubhouse and sort myself out and go and play.
Yep.
But most importantly, I can walk out the chipping area, and the practice nets and the range are 3 minutes from the cottage we're staying at. So of an evening, 7 o'clock, everyone's happy. 7 iron, couple of balls, off I go. I'll see you in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So how many balls shall I take?
Just loads. Just take more than you need. I don't see any
All right,
reason,
loads.
if you're not carrying your golf bag, I don't see any reason not to have more stuff than you would need. Because running out is embarrassing, and running out is totally stupid because you're not carrying. So you might as well just bring everything.
But can I say, just to play devil's advocate on this, and I know you're keen to move on, but the other thing you can do if you're clever is, accidentally run out of balls while you're down there. Therefore, I've got to buy some golf balls branded with TREVOSE merch. Because I'm also going to be eyeing up some TREVOSE merch as well.
Those will not be going on the podcast account. Can I just say that? Unless you do want to get them, and I'll get myself some new Pro V ones. Do you
keep an eye on them,
when you go to these golf places? Do you have anything specific that you buy? Because I had a long debate with someone recently about what he gets at every single golf course, and it's the thing that I used to get and have stopped doing for a very specific reason.
Well, a lot of people I know buy head covers, and you run out very quickly. But they're great. They're gorgeous. They look brilliant. If it's a very special course, they look great. I've always bought either balls or ball markers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm cheap, Tom. Because I'm cheap.
Yeah. I used to buy caps. I used to love buying caps.
That's nice.
Caps was brilliant. But I used to wear them. And I famously, you know this as well as I have a sweaty head. And I'm not embarrassed by that, okay? Like over there, just offshot, I've got an amazing cap from the JCB golf course that I played. And it's knackered. It's horrible. I've got one from Birkdale. It's knackered. It's horrible. Don't
just
like
put them
wearing
through the
them.
washing machine. Put it through the washing machine.
Can you do that with caps? Do we know?
Yeah, chuck them in. Chuck them in. Yeah.
But I've stopped doing that. And what I have started doing, and I really like doing it, and it is a bit spenny, but I look back on them so fondly and I still love wearing them. I do like to buy a little polo because I love wearing them.
A little shirt.
A little shirt to wear. Like I've got one from the JCB that I love. I got one. I've not played over there, but my friends, family friends of ours, went to Sandy Lane in Barbados, and there was a polo that was covered in little Dachshunds. They're tiny little Dachshunds, and it's a Sandy Lane one. And I wear that all the time, and it's really cool. It looks amazing. So I've started doing that, and I think that's better than buying caps because they don't get sweaty and you can wash them when you wear them. Get a large one, so if you get fat, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Prepare for fat Tom because
he's coming back.
That's my direction of travel, big time. So you reckon a polo shirt? Okay, fine. Maybe I'll do that. There's something else I want to talk to you about, Tom. Before we get to it, are we at ads time yet? Or
no,
not
yet.
Okay.
There's a million things. The fact that I chased down a polo from the Renaissance course because I didn't buy one when I was there. So I did call them the other day and got them to post me one because I felt so sad I didn't have one. But that's a story for another day.
You know whose fault that is that you did that, by the way, that you phoned up the Renaissance to chase that down.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly whose fault it was. Yeah,
it's Scotty Scheffler's fault.
Yeah, because I was watching the golf and I was bored.
You were bored because he was winning.
I was bored, so I stalked Matt Fitzpatrick's wife, which generated a TikTok video that got us like 300,000 views in a day, which is mad. I called the Renaissance.
To be clear,
Golf Club.
Social media stalked her, didn't actually stalk her.
Oh, not in real life. Goodness me, no.
There you go.
Just on TikTok, and her TikTok channel is brilliant. That got us a massive video on TikTok. I called the Renaissance Club and persuaded them to send me a polo in the post. I don't know what else I did, really.
It's such a ridiculous thing to do.
I was bored.
It's so ridiculous. Hello there. I played you earlier in the year and I forgot to buy something. Can I have a Renaissance? And did you do that because you can't get a Renaissance polo shirt unless you have played that? You can't get one unless you've been there.
Well, I don't know. I did say that I'd played and they were like, well, that's fine then. I imagine if you wanted one, you could just... Because this was also where my thoughts went to while I was watching the golf. I was like, I wonder if I could do this with Augusta National. But I imagine more people do that with Augusta National. Call up and go, can you connect me with the Pro Shop, please?
What would happen if you phoned Augusta National Pro Shop and just said, yeah, hi, can I book a tea time for Tuesday? Have you got anything about 10-ish? Yeah. Just to see what would happen. Just to see.
I reckon you won't be the first person to try that. But I reckon there are golf clubs where it might be a bit easier to do that are private, like your Loch Lomans and maybe even your JCBs. Could you give them a call and just go, yeah, stick us out at 10:30 on Tuesday, will you? See what happens.
That'd be ideal. Yeah, the name, it's T Woods.
Yeah.
T Woods.
Cheers.
Home course, Pebble Beach. Thanks very much. let's have a moment. Let's have a moment with some products. And in a moment, I want to talk to you about my latest golfing breakthrough, which I'm very excited about. I played this morning with my eldest son, and despite him being a sulky bugger, because he's now turned 13 and he's being sulky.
Oh dear.
We actually it was fine. It was only a couple of holes. We actually had a lovely, lovely time, and I love watching his golf. But I have made a bit of a breakthrough with, well, find out in a moment after these.
Oh, what a tease! What a tease!
Come on.
Get some products in first, though, for Christ's sake.
Hello, welcome back. This is Golf is Ruining My Life. I'm happy to announce on the show today that bunkers are no longer ruining my life.
Oh, give me this gold nectar of knowledge, because bunkers are my hellhole, and they're my pit of despair.
Yes. I think there is a bunker crisis across UK golf at the moment. I think, we've talked about this before on the show and on TikTok, there's a lot of bunkers where the sand ain't no good. It's full of rocks and stones. It's been compacted. It's too solid. You cannot play a traditional bunker shot. And we've all got confused. Am I on ground under repair? What do I do here? Am I going to damage my club? That's the other thing. I moved a ball the other day because there was just pebbles everywhere. And I've got the new Ping bunker. And I don't want to get it covered in scratches.
Yeah, I get that. I feel I've got my Ping 58 is blacked out.
Yeah.
Those things scratch up. You know, you gotta watch them. But anyway, I don't care about this. I want to know your bunker secrets because I need them.
It's a very simple thought, and it's a good thought that we've talked about before on the show. You call it smothering. For me, I call it compression when I think about punching the ball and following through. If you're looking down at the golf ball, if you're right-handed, you're looking at the golf ball and going straight across, you're going from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And I like to imagine I'm pushing through to 10 o'clock when I'm hitting that golf ball. I'm pushing it through to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And I realised what I've been doing with bunkers, because the quality of sand has reduced so much, is I'm always trying to skip it, just take it off the surface.
We all knew it was the sand's fault. It wasn't the golfer's issue. It was.
Well, how could it be my fault?
Oh, that's true. No, that's true. Sorry, I didn't think about it.
Yeah, it's not possible. So I've just started committing, doing my really nice, like a nice, good big swing on it, and just thinking I'm going to punch right the way into the sand. Loads of sand's going to go everywhere. I'm not just going to make a neat little scab. This isn't going to be a neat picking a scab. I'm going to take a wound here. I'm going to dive right into the sand, because I do think that's a psychological thing. I think sometimes if you're playing a tight lie and it's a beautiful course, you feel a bit reticent about punching into the ground, and subliminally somewhere part of you's thinking, oh, I don't want to, you get a bit nervy. Weirdly, it is very weird, I admit. But with the sand, I just go doink, and I today went in 3 bunkers and got up and down twice, which for me,
wow, that's amazing.
Well, that's unheard of for me. My bunker play has been disastrous for the last few months. Really bad.
Yeah, I've got an interesting one with bunkers. I don't know how you feel about this. Is for a long time, and even now, because I'm still really caught in the middle of it, I know, as we all do from watching golf, and especially if you're a junior golfer from my lessons when I was a kid, I know how to hit a traditional bunker shot. Get that face completely open, lower the
£5 note.
Yeah, aim to the left, knowing that it'll pop out to the right. But that's not been working for me so much. And I had a friend who just said, stick all the way on the front of your foot. Don't even bother opening the club. Leave it with its 58 degrees of loft on there, because it's more than enough.
All you need.
And just hit down on it. But it's an almost...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes,
but play it almost like a little bump and run with a lot more action, but don't whack that face open and expect to hit like a traditional, what I was taught when I was a kid. That sort of bunker shot. And I'm really caught between these two worlds at the moment of how to do it. And when you're in the middle, as I am, what you find is neither of it is working for me.
Well, it was the joy today of not being caught in the middle, because I was just playing a casual round. If it had been a card, I would be caught in the middle going, oh God, I don't know which way to turn here. I don't know what to do. But I was just knocking it around with my boy. And so I was like, yeah, I'll try and do that. Go on then. And it was just such a light bulb moment. So it's why, we always talk about carding every round as being really important. It's also really important to go and knock it around a bit, chuck a ball down, have another go. You need one of those rounds. Every third round should really be one of those rounds.
I do miss the satisfaction, though, of having a number when I walk off the course. Bear in mind, when I came back to golf, I never really carded. This was back in the old days before the handicap rules changed. I never really carded, if I was honest. Like, I played most of my golf was very casual. And now, like I did today, played 9 holes or whatever, and you walk off and you don't really have a number so much in your mind, it's all a bit smudged. That doesn't fill my appetite. I'm left wanting more. I'm left wanting a barometer to measure myself against. I'm playing 18 holes tomorrow properly.
This is right.
And I'd rather it was a 92 than today where I just don't know. I just don't know.
Yes.
I don't know where I'm at.
This is what I was saying to you last year. Do you remember? I was saying I've done these rounds with my mate Jimmy where we don't put cards in. I was just a bit bored. I love Jimmy. It was nice to hang out with him, but I was a bit bored. The thing that gives me purpose and drive is either a competition tournament type thing or putting a card in.
Yeah.
It's true. But I'm just saying the balance to that has got to be rounds and often maybe just 9 holes, which is really like a range session on a course, to be honest. And I'd never say drop loads of balls because you'll get in trouble, but be prepared to have another go if you can, if there's space.
Can I bring up Bob Rotella? I know you're never angry with a Bob Rotella sort of discussion on the podcast.
Those of you watching on YouTube will be able to see over my right-hand shoulder a big green neon light with the words, "In Bob we trust." So I'm definitely happy to talk Bob.
So despite having never read the book, although being halfway through one of his other ones, go and grab it. There it is. Mate. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, God, everything fell over. The golfer's mind. Golf is not a game of perfect.
Yeah.
Or my favourite, the one that changed my life, not just my golf life, but my life, putting out of your mind, which is just incredible.
I have been overcomplicating my putting for probably about 2 years. Okay?
Yes.
I have been getting down there, lining it up, trying to hit it on that line, and totally removing any element of feel from putting. And I've totally been that off. And
have some fun, mate. Have some fun.
Just enjoy it. And I know you said it loads on the show about if you were to roll a ball to your friend, you would instinctively be able to do it better than we can when we put. It's been a game changer. Like 5-footers, 6-footers, stuff that I would stand over and go, I should really be able to get this in, and I would miss every single time. I now stand over them and go, it's a bit left to right there, hit it, lo and behold, it rolls in, and it just feels easy. The hole feels like the size of a basketball hoop.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling, and you are in that point with it where you think it'll never feel otherwise, but it will come back again where you get a bit of lack of confidence, and then you go back to those basics with Bob. You go back to those thoughts like you just said about rolling the ball to your mate on the practice green, or get on one of the great Rotellerisms I love is on the practice green, set the ball up 3 feet from the hole and just bang it in again and again and again, because you're telling your brain, I hole these putts. I hold these putts. It's a repetition thing. It's so powerful.
But I think it's one of the parts of the game that we really overcomplicate. And I actually don't think that about lots of other parts of my game. Like rebuilding my driver swing has been difficult and has taken lessons and has been... there are certain thoughts I have to have every single time now, because if I don't do them, I slice it. And I've not overcomplicated that. I've fixed it. And I feel the same about my irons. I'm all about planting my right foot now, trying to go, trying to hit a little draw with it. Really helped with the strike. But taking that mentality of overanalyzing, trying too hard with putting, I don't think there's any benefit for it of golfers in our world.
No, definitely not. And I'm actually, even golfers not in our world, I'm surprised by how technical the pros get with putting. And when they go and have lessons from like Brad Faxon, who's the guy, and Bob Rotella, the first thing they're told is just be a kid. I was playing with my kid today, like I was saying earlier on. He's 13 and he's playing beautifully. And he's on the edge of the green. His lag putting was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He got up and down every time because it's just a game. It's a fun game. There's no scarring.
Yeah.
There's no mental torture of remembering the time you got it short. Maybe that's all still to come. But I couldn't believe we were laughing by the end because he was like, well, it's easy, isn't it? You just get the ball over there. Yeah. You're like, oh.
And it feels, and
yes,
that's
it.
That's the key, isn't it? He's nailed it with that. It's just easy. You just get the ball over there.
He's not in his own way. He's not in his way.
Yeah. And I think getting in your own way with putting is huge. And I think I was in my own way for so long. If you want to see a golfer in his own way, go watch the Scotland videos.
Oh, dark, man.
Dark.
That was really, really. You had a bad time there.
You mean Renaissance? You said Crail. I had a lovely time at Crail.
Crail was okay. Do I mean Renaissance?
Well, Renaissance.
Renaissance. Oh God,
I couldn't put Crail. I shot like 2 over on the back 9. I was over the moon with it. I had that massive one down 18. Go and see the videos online. Yeah, Renaissance was just. I've never seen putts like it, and it's taken. Me playing a lot of golf, and this is what I think to any listeners who are just starting, just go and play loads to sort of get any idea of what you do and don't like, because now I know I like a big old furry green. I like to hit it. I want to be able to hit the ball out the hole. I don't want to feel like I've just got to do a little tap on it and hope it goes in the right direction. I want to be able to boot the ball over there.
And you were in love with the ping putter now, right?
Oh, the ping, my crazy, which is what it's called, from the Scottsdale series. The crazy, which is a big mallet putter, is amazing.
You're a crazy guy.
I'm a crazy guy. And also it was nice when my ping putter went wrong and I emailed the guys at Ping, who obviously are the sponsors of us, our apparel and our club sponsors. I sent them an email that was almost like I was a tour player. And I sort of caveated it at the start with, this is ridiculous. I've just shot like a 92. But these are how I feel. I want it soft off the face. I want this, this, and this. And they said, well, you need this sort of putter. And it's interesting now looking at the PGA stats, how few PGA players use bladed putters anymore.
Wow. They want the chunk. They want the big, soft chunk. It's so true. It's so true. So when you listen to this podcast, this is obviously on Monday. And if you listen to it in the middle of the day, the chances are I will be playing TREVOSE as you listen to it. I will be out on the links next to the sea. Be happy for me, guys. But one of the things that I learned last year, my greatest round of the year last year was down there, because I was so determined to have a good time and to not worry about the score, that I had a good score. And I wonder if that's something to sort of lean into as we wrap up today, because you've got a big 18 tomorrow. You're going to card tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm going to be playing TREVOSE by the time you listen to this.
I'm playing Woburn on Friday. I've got a big one on Friday.
You're playing Woburn? That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm playing Woburn with my friend Nick, who's a pro. He's not the pro of Woburn, but he played on the Euro Pro. He's played on the Sunshine Tour.
He presents on Sky Sports. Nick,
Nick Dougherty. Yeah, you know it. That's the same, totally same Nick.
So, what are your thoughts going into Woburn then? Do you feel intimidated by that?
No, I feel in a really good place in my golf right now. I have played so much golf now that I've taken out the intimidation of it, if I'm honest, because I've just played so much of it. And I'm also really comfortable with my golf, that I know I can shoot a 90, and also know that that's not the worst day in the world for me, and that happens, and I've not ruined it because I've shot 90 at my place. Those scores happen. But I also know that I could go out there and shoot a 78 maybe and have the best day of my life. I've just really become comfortable with what scoring looks like for me, and also know that when the blow-ups happen, I can do those at my 18, every other weekend. So don't beat yourself up by it, because it happens.
The most powerful thing you can do on a golf course, and I was exercising this today, the most powerful thing you can do on a golf course is laugh, because that dispels everything. Yeah. And I think the golfers I love playing with most are the ones who can laugh at themselves, because I struggle with this. I'll be the first to admit, when I'm having one of my nervy bees, I don't see the funny side of it. But when you take a step back and you laugh at whatever it is you're doing, at whatever has gone wrong, it clears the air, and it allows you to move on and play the next shot and get stuck back in again. It's so important. It can make you, if you're playing badly, it does make you sound like a maniac, like some sort of hyena, forcing a cackle everywhere you go.
If I saw you hitting one of your thin shots and then you cackled, I would go, I'm probably going to leave now, because I don't know where this is going. This is where he gets me. This is where he turns and gets me.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It would absolutely terrify. But why does it upset you so much? Because do you think every time you go out there, it should be the best round of your life? Like, what
that's
gets
part
you?
of it. Yeah. High expectations is a problem, but I'm managing that now. Reality has dawned on me that I'm not as good as I think I am. Just the fact that I know I'm better. And I tell you, fundamentally, the biggest problem I have is, and I've had this all my golfing life, one bad shot, I run with that and think, well, that means I'm never going to play a good shot again.
Right,
that's
okay,
over.
Yeah.
This is the proof that I cannot ever do it. How do I? It's an insurmountable idea. It's like getting a cold and thinking you're never going to recover from your cold. And something I've got much better at doing with adult life and with other things is to look at bad moments in golf and in life and go, this too shall pass. And think about that with positive things. When you're having a good moment, acknowledge it and be grateful for the good thing that's happening. But when the bad thing happens, then you've you've sculled it through a green.
Yeah.
You just have to try and, you just have to try and take that approach. It's really hard. I find it very difficult.
But the thing that I've got from that experience is knowing, and even with you off, what are you off now? 5, 6?
Yeah.
You've got enough shots.
Off the top of my head, 5.1.
There you go. Great. Ideal. You've got enough shots to play with, right? So I topped my drive off my favourite hole at my place, 16 the other day, then hit the forward of my life, chipped and two-putted, and got a bogey. Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And
well, that's what's...
You just got to bounce back from the bad shot and just go, the bad shot's happened, this next shot can be unreal, and it will not ruin the hole.
It's a feeling of all the good stuff is over now. If I start badly... If I start badly, then I'm fine. It's like, oh, well, it's going to be a crap day today. And I get better, and suddenly I'm like, oh, I've got a card. If I start, and this is the blow-up I had the other day, really bad one, worst one for a while, I was something like 1 over through 5, and then I had 2 doubles in a row. And it really got to me because I felt like it had all fallen apart. Yeah. And I convinced myself it would never come back again. And today I was playing and I hit a couple of bad shots and sort of went, oh, well, I'll hit my next shot will be better. And it sounds simple, doesn't it? It sounds so simple, but it's hard. It's hard for me. You know, it's hard for me. I hit a bad shot and I think the world's going to end because I'm never going to be good at golf again because I so desperately want to be good.
Yeah.
I so desperately, I mean, want every ounce of my being wants to be good at golf. And it's that.
But what does good look
desire,
like for you? Like, what is that? Like, what is a good? What is Muswell Hill? 72? 72?
Yeah, a good round for me. I need to shoot a proper 1, 2, 3 over in the next few weeks.
But hold on. That's unrealistic. The idea of what has to be a good round of golf has to be 1 or 2 over. Those are once a year.
The idea, if you No, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah, no, of course once a year. That's what I mean. Like, what does good look like in terms of a normal round? Oh, between 6 and 10 over. Of course, I'll always be happy with between 6 and 10 over.
So that's like a 78 to like an 82.
Yeah.
84.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then the once a year, oh my God, I've done the 1 or 2 over.
Yeah, you need that.
And I'm due that now-ish, and I am getting back into form, and all the different parts of my game, like my chipping, my bunker, my putting, my driving, my iron, they're all there now. They're all at sort of between 7 and 8 out of 10. And in the last few weeks, some of them have been at 1 or 2 out of 10. So, I just need to do that thing where I go, that's a bad shot. The actual consequences of the bad shot don't cause me that much pain. Oh, I'm in the water, or I've lost my ball. That doesn't bother me that much. It's a feeling of, oh God, I've forgotten how to do it. I've forgotten. It's a panicky thing for me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, interesting. God, this is therapy, isn't it? We're therapized again.
Therapy!
Sorry. I hope that was helpful, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be back on...
I hope someone listening has got a similar thing.
Oh, yeah, well, I think we all have our own different demons with this sport, and what those are for you and what those are for you. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't so much have that, like, oh my God, I've hit a bad shot, I don't know how to do it anymore. I just get a bit bored with it if it's going a bit wrong. I just lose interest for it, and that's because I'm not ambitious enough with it. I'm just like, this is so boring, don't care. This is ridiculous. But we will be back on Thursday with the return of Email Corner. So there's loads that we spoke about recently that we want emails on. One was last week's episode or a few days ago about celebrities on a golf course.
Oh, yeah, keep them coming. They're brilliant.
I really want more of those. I want how many golf balls to take on a golf trip. And I really want when it all goes wrong and when it all goes right for you. I'm really fascinated with that for different people. So the Toms at golfisruinmylife.co.uk, that's where you would do all those things.
Very nice indeed. All right, thanks for coming. Shall we see you again soon? All the best. Lots of love.
We might as well.